Good morning. My name's Charlie Williams. I'm the Assistant City Manager for the City of St. Mary's. And today I'm standing on the newest addition here in the city, the St. Mary's Intracoastal Gateway Marina. This beautiful dock that we just brought into the city somewhere around October, invited this beautiful ship to join us, and here she is. This is the Nao Trinidad. This is an exact replica of a Spaniard 16th century vessel. And not only is it just a replica of a beautiful time era for seamanship and travel, but it is also the exact replica of the first ship that made it all the way around the world for the very first time. And I'm so excited to have you on the dock with us today. And we're gonna enter the ship, and we're hopefully what you see, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna come down and visit it yourself. So come on aboard. So we are here with Captain Carlos Lorente.
Hello.
Captain, thank you so much for having us aboard.
Thank you for hosting us.
This is a beautiful ship, but I want to tell our viewers who want to come and see the ship in person, why don't you tell us a little bit about it? Like, where did the ship come from, the original ship?
Yeah, so our Nao Trinidad, we came from Spain. We built this ship in Spain 5 years ago. We've been sailing through, well, we were in the east coast of the United States, we were in Gulf of Mexico, we were in Panama, we were in Mexico, we were in the Great Lakes up to Minnesota, and then also in Europe. So we sail a lot. We came here like 2 years ago. Last year we were on the Great Lakes Festival, so yeah, we sail a lot around the world.
And the boat is pronounced Nao Trinidad.
Trinidad, yes.
Trinidad. So the original ship, the replica, or the one that this one replicates, where did that originate? From Spain? Yeah,
so the original Nao Trinidad was the flagship of the first expedition around the world of Ferdinand Magellan's. So the Nao Trinidad was the ship, the most important ship. Then they had another 4 ships. Well, everybody knows the history about that trip, but only the Nao Victoria made the trip around the world. The other 4 ships, they didn't make it. And this, specifically, the Nao Trinidad, she had some troubles in Molucca Islands, and she finally gets stuck there. And then the Nao Victoria, she continues and made the trip.
So this boat this ship single-handedly made it around the world.
Not this one. This one was almost. They made the most difficult part. It was from Europe to Argentina, from Argentina to the Spices Islands, to Moluccas. And then the last part that was very difficult also, okay. But the last part that it was like they had charts for that, you know what I mean? So that was the last step that they didn't make it with this one. So that's the sad history of the Nao Trinidad. Yeah, but I mean, it was incredible how they made such an experience and such a venture, because you see this is very small, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's big compared to a sailboat on the dock, but it is small if you're going to be on this boat for a year to 2 years. Like it gets a little claustrophobic down. So I got a nice little tour behind the scenes to see how the crew lives, which is fascinating that you guys work so well together, live so well together, just to bring this boat out for folks to see and enjoy, because it's a beautiful vessel. It's absolutely beautiful. So this boat specifically, or this ship, it's actually very modern for its historical look, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have another 3 ships, but the kind of construction of this, like, obviously we cannot do. I mean, we can do wooden ships today, but it's more smart to do in a modern way. So we have technology on board, we have engines, we have a generator, and then we have all the modern things that we need to sail with safety. But also we try to make this a home. So we have our TV downstairs, and then we have our oven to make cakes and those things. So we have also our GPS and our radios and those things. So this is a fully functional vessel that we can sail around the world with any problem. And actually, we made the crossing of the Atlantic. That is not an easy experience. So.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. and actually, the captain's getting ready to leave us. He's heading back to Spain for Christmas. After this interview, they'll be getting ready to leave. So I love that we got a chance to meet you and to talk to you about the ship, though, while you were here. So downstairs, it's like a little bit of a museum. I really enjoyed the tour that I got. What are some of the artifacts that you guys represent, and the time and the era that it comes from?
Well, so we try to keep the ship like how they had the ship. Like back in days, obviously the modern things that we have downstairs. Back in day was the hold was completely flat, full of cargo, and then all the deckhands slept on the main deck. But obviously we don't do that today, because if not, we cannot keep the volunteers on board. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we divide the ship downstairs in 3 spaces, and we have the bow for some museum stuff, and then the middle is the kitchen, and the sleeping quarters and the engine room at the stern. Yeah, but we try to keep the ship looking like those days, and well, I mean, I think we made it. So
no, it's beautiful, and I don't want to give away all the goodies because I want folks to come here and visit you. And how long are you guys going to have the ship here in St. Mary's?
So we will be here until, I think it's January 15th, I think, probably. Yeah. And so you cannot miss this, man.
So, and I will say, posting on our social media and on our website, we'll have a listing of the actual dates that they can visit the ship. They're still discussing as a crew if they're going to be closed for Christmas Day or New Year's Day, but they're going to be here in our harbor. So even if you happen to make it here and the ship is closed because of holiday, you can still come to our docks, see the ship is just absolutely beautiful to see up close, but also to see from the shoreline. It looks like from a distance, it looks like a giant pirate ship, and it's just amazing. And then that's the fun fact I learned is, so when you talk about Christopher Columbus, the Mayflower, those different ships, they were identical to this, right?
They were very close. I mean, Christopher Columbus ship was very, very close to this because it was a Nao that is this design of ships. Yeah, the Mayflower is, she had like we saw actually this year the Mayflower in Plymouth, the replica, and it's close to this. I mean, it had the same sails and the same whip stuff, the steering systems and those things. Yeah, and it's very, very close to this ship, the size, the mast, the sails. So,
and that's another interesting. You talked about the instruments that are used to maneuver. Like right now we're on the St. Mary's River, right? And we're a very curvy river. So how does a ship this size, especially in the 16th century, how would you navigate through this river? What did they say? They didn't have GPS and they didn't have a pilot's,
yeah.
handle.
So that's very interesting because when they discover and when they put a map the Magellan's Straits, if you go to a map and you start to see, is a lot of little channels, little narrow rivers. It's crazy. So imagine how dangerous was that to sail with a ship that you don't know the depth that you have there. You don't know if you are gonna hit a rock in 3 feet, Yeah. So they were like with a lot of careful, with the sails, trying to be slow and those things. So, and then also, well, with the steering system, with the whip stuff, it was like they took like 3-4 men to steer the ship. Really? Because it's very, very, very hard.
And what do you call that instrument?
Whip staff.
The whip staff.
Yes.
Okay, and hopefully we're going to get a piece of that on the video too while we're talking. Hopefully, we're showing what the whip staff is, but that is a feat in itself, moving that back and forth, because this is a very heavy ship.
Yeah. So our actual weight is 225 tons. So you move the whip staff, you move the rudder with your hands. I mean, you don't have any help. So you are just moving a rudder and you are steering a ship with your 2 hands, with your 2 shoulders. And obviously we need strong people here. Oh, yeah. So
no, this is good. Well, thank you so much. We're going to, like I said, I don't want to give all the goodies away. I want folks to come down here and experience this for themselves. Yeah. And like I said, we're going to be here for a little bit, but we're going to walk around and take a look. And we really appreciate your time, Captain.
Perfect.
Thank you. And have safe travels. Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much.